I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Standing in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taken from about the 12. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles 7, Lions nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick-6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive, loss 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
76.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss. They'll fake the give to Sanders. And now Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion left goes Smith. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Super one.
From the end zone, gone.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, lift.
2nd and 10, Goff again.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
11. Val, you won.
Goff now looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Robinson. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Lions nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 22, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. In search of redemption from the pick-6. Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Five. Super. We're good.
Back to throw. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 12. Obama.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's right. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, 14.
Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him.
And now here is another interception. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
19 tight.
In motion comes the tight end left.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end.
60 Maverick. Panther 11. 19, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is caught. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Lions have recovered. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
17.
Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Lions are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On first down, Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw again on second down. Hurts out to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chris Board able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On first and 10, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's gone. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They go play action with Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Come back team. Come back team. 60 Bobcats. Orange 70. 79 Broncos.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, right's got it. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff.
He's got Renfro on the out route. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
Touchdown! Josh Reynolds, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would have...
He's got a man, complete. the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Taken from about the 12. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Goff on third down. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Well, it's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick-6. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat padding, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It certainly helps you come contract.